So it came out earlier that Vince McMahon is reportedly working on setting up a post-WWE company. According to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, McMahon's working on this post-WWE company following his resignation from WWE and UFC parent company TKO Group Holdings. Johnson noted that multiple sources with knowledge of the situation have confirmed McMahon has been in the process of setting up what has been described as a new entertainment hub company that would financially back, develop, and produce television productions. The belief among those we've spoken with is that there are no plans for this company to launch anything similar to WWE, and they would instead focus on fiction and non-fiction projects. And with this, it says several WWE alumni are said to be working with McMahon, including former WWE Chief Operating Officer Brad Blum. So with Brad Blum was named in the lawsuit filed by Janelle Grant. Now, Brad Blum, along with Nick Khan, were named in the lawsuit. They weren't personally accused of sexual misconduct or violence. The suit claimed that they had covered up exploitation in ways that would make WWE liable under federal anti-trafficking law. So maybe a little bit risky here with this guy, Brad Blum, who potentially could be getting involved in this business with McMahon. It says, though, at this time, Kevin Dunn is not expected to be part of Vince's new business. PW Insider was also told that the potential company is expected to be based out of the Los Angeles area if and when it officially launches. So with this news coming out, some people might say, "Oh, you can't believe everything on the internet with dirt sheets," and I would agree. And with a guy like Mike Johnson, yeah, I get that, totally get that. But I suspect there's something to this story. I think that something must be, whether it's just people that have heard about this and just have stooged off to Johnson about it, people that, I don't know, McMahon's personally reached out to on this project, someone's told Mike Johnson all about this, I don't know, but I definitely think there's something to it. I don't think this is just Mike Johnson, throwing shit at the wall, so to speak. I don't think this is like fake news. This stuff with Vince McMahon, though, setting up a post-WWE company, doesn't surprise me all that much. It might surprise some people under the circumstances and everything that's going on that he's doing, that he would still do this. But we know all about McMahon, heard about what he's like, how he operates, how he's been like his whole life. It's one of those things, I guess you could say, you never count him out. You know, he's had many battles, maybe lost a few, but I think to him in the end he'll always win the war. And even with all this stuff that's going on, essentially like the fight of his life, with all this stuff, the lawsuit filed by Janelle Grant, all this other stuff as well, with the lawsuit filed against him about, with the ring boys from the 80s involving the ring announcer at that time, Mel Phillips. I still think that, Vince McMahon is going to, love him or loathe him, is going to keep fighting. And he just wants to be productive, getting out, working, and keep his brain functioning and get involved in business. That's what he seems to be all about. That's what he seems to thrive on. It seems to be business. I dare say that he probably puts before his own family. A lot of people would probably agree with me on that. And we'll be interested if anything comes out of this to see what this company will be. I mean, they've said that it's not going to be wrestling, but then it's they put it as entertainment. So Vince never really viewed it as wrestling. He never really did, right? It was sports entertainment to him. But it says that they're going to back films and television productions. And McMahon has tried this before. They did with the whole WWE Studios thing with. It goes back to the Marine and See No Evil, and they weren't particularly great movies that did all that well now, did they? The straight-to-DVD films like The Chaperone that Triple H was in and all that shit, you know what I mean? But Vince McMahon tries things, he's done it before. He's tried, with the World Bodybuilding Federation, he tried the XFL twice, and some might say, well, the second time he was a little unlucky because of when, what happened when COVID hit. But he doesn't seem to give up. So I wouldn't count him out. It looks to me like these allegations that most of them, if not all, are probably true. But he's going to keep at it. He's not going to want to be like moping about, feeling sorry for himself. He's going to try and live his life, and McMahon always said he was going to live his life to the full and take life and squeeze and get every last effing drop out of it. I remember him saying that. I think it was like at his birthday bash, and he did a speech or something like that. I remember it being in his documentary. Life is for the living, he would say. But yeah, this world isn't for people who get involved in trafficking and abuse people. But it's yeah. I mean, with this whole thing about WWE alumni, I don't know if that means it's specifically like the business, the people in the office. I don't know if that would mean. Does that mean WWE, ex-WWE talent? What is he going to get, like Stone Cold Steve Austin to come in? Is he going to get his boy The Undertaker to appear in this company? Work alongside him? I don't know, but he's not. He's hanging in there though, McMahon. He's hanging in there. He's not gonna. He's gonna put up a fight. But a lot of people have reacted to this news. You got JD from NY. Here's your daily reminder. F Vince McMahon. Someone says here, Vince McMahon is currently under federal investigation, not to mention the pending lawsuit he's facing. No one in any form of legitimate entertainment is going to do business with him. Not in wrestling, not in TV, not in film. Pump the brakes and recognize reality. Yeah, no doubt for the most part that's going to be true. But he's probably he's had quite a few business connections over the years. Some people might look out for him. Some people, it could be a thing of they owe McMahon a favor, so they might show some loyalty and help him out. I don't know. You just have to wait and see, I suppose. But it's going to be. It'll be interesting to hear if there's any more, developments on this whole thing. This entertainment hub company. It looks like he's probably going to get away from wrestling. I don't think it's going to be anything wrestling related. I can take that. From they're saying that it's nothing. It's going to be. It's not about wrestling. It's going to be making movies or helping. Financially backing and developing films and TV shows and what have you. I think Vince McMahon has got enough self-awareness to realise that setting up a wrestling company when you've got AEW and WWE now, he wouldn't do that. I don't think he would. I don't think that's something that he would do. Who knows though? He might, maybe out of spite. He's like, oh, I've been pushed out. I'm gonna, get back in there, set up my own promotion, find a way, get some good talent, and kill my own creation. Essentially, with try and compete with WWE. Who knows? But I think he's got enough self-awareness to realise that that's not going to work, and he's maybe going to try something different, and maybe being essentially like a film producer, that could be the way to go. That could be that could be the big thing that he could invest in a lot of these projects and get big returns. So maybe that's the way to go for Vince McMahon, and just carry on and try and live his life, what's left, the best he can. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on this story, though. Maybe there'll be a little bit more about this to come shortly. So let's just wait and see. But I don't think it's fake news, though. I do believe that this is true, though. And yeah, but with this, guys, I mean, let me know, leave a comment. What do you think on this about McMahon setting up a post-WWE company? I guess I suspect many of you would think it's destined to fail, right? Let's check out this video here. What's Vince McMahon's next move? Where I react to a clip where Vince Russo talks about the possibility that in his mind that Vince McMahon very much would set up a new wrestling company, and this is something that he talked about 6 or 7 months ago. So feel free to check that out. But that's me for now, guys.